Hello, everybody. Good morning, or I should say, almost good afternoon. It's about 10:30 here. I slept in a little bit this morning. I wasn't feeling well last night. I was tired. Slept in a little bit, and then I got up, had some breakfast, and just been hanging out with the family for a little while. Really just sitting on the couch, just talking, catching up with everybody, and what the heck's going on. Uh, you'd be surprised how much happens when you got 3 kids. It's insane, but I'm up and I'm ready to work on the car. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the garage door open, get the car flipped around. It's still a little chilly outside. It's 51 degrees. It's supposed to get up into the low 70s today, but I want to get it flipped around because I want to take advantage of that natural light. You know, when you're in the garage this way, the light's coming in, but the hood's up. So you're working in the shadow. If I can flip the car around, I get a little bit of Mother Nature under the hood, and that kind of helps me see things. Then the second thing I got to do is I got to go find my iPad. I don't know what I did with it, but I use the iPad in the garage to, I've got a video. I've actually gone through several videos, and I found one that really explained the process, and I want to go find that video and get it, get it out here with me so that I can stop it, and make sure I'm not missing anything, because I've taken the power steering pump off the car before, but I haven't done the full bleed of the system. I'm going to drain the system, and I'm going to put new power steering fluid in it when I'm done to make sure, because it gets all gunky and black. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever changed the power steering fluid in this car. So it's got 196,000 miles. Unless I had it done at a shop sometime, it's way overdue. So we're gonna work on that too. So let me get the garage door open, find the iPad, get the car turned around, and we'll get started putting this pump on. Well, things are going okay so far. I've gone ahead, I removed the coolant overflow tank, got it out of the way. I used a turkey baster and removed all of the power steering fluid from the reservoir. Then I cranked the wheels back and forth a few times to kind of squeeze the fluid out of the rack, and I got that with the turkey baster out of the reservoir. I've got the car up in the air. And this is just to make it a little bit easier to reach the lines. I don't know how well you can see this, but I've got the rubber hose is a low pressure line. It's disconnected, and it drained into this funnel and down into a catch basin. This is the high pressure line, and it is on there tight. It's a 5/8 inch nut, and I am not able to budge it. I'm using all my strength, which isn't all that much, but I'm not able to budge it. So I grabbed some PB Blaster. I shot a little PB on there. I'm going to wait about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to hit it a second time with the PB. Give it another few minutes just to let it penetrate, because the metal nut goes onto a metal sleeve, a threaded metal sleeve. So, or actually, I take that back. The metal nut has threads that go into a metal sleeve. So the threads are on the inside of the sleeve on the pump. Once that's out, there's 2 bolts to pull the pump out, and then we swap pulleys to the new pump, install it, hook everything back up, and we should be going. So if I can get this done, we'll be in good shape. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm still working on my power steering pump. I applied a little bit of heat to that high pressure hose, the nut on it, and it cracked loose fairly easily. Finally, it was a long day. I probably spent an hour and a half on that thing. I had 4 different videos and 1 piece of paper that walked me through the steps needed to remove this power steering pump. I've gone back and watched all 4 of them, and I've looked at the paperwork, and not a one of them mentioned the fact that on the bottom of this, there's a little arm that comes down, and there's a hole in it. And on that hole, this plug presses into it. Didn't mention that. This plug has this tiny wire, and you can see that there's nothing attached to this end. Since it didn't tell me to remove it, I didn't remove it. I rotated the pump 180 degrees to bring the pulley up next to the strut, and then pull it over toward the strut, and you can lift the pump out. And when I rotated that pump, I pulled this wire loose. And I've been searching for, I bet 3.5, almost 4 hours now, going through harnesses trying to find this wire. And it was a fluke that I found that I had gone through. There were 4 harnesses that meet under the car. I'd gone through all 4 of them, and the wire didn't exist. I traced them, because I got 12 inches of wire there, so I traced back about 2 foot looking for the wire, couldn't find it. Happened to be just looking around under there, and I saw a piece of this black tubing laying up on top of one of the components under the car, and I thought it was a piece that had broken off as I was searching. So I reached up to grab it and just pull it out, and it was about 5 inches long. I knew my wire had to go through there. So I crawl up under the car and I search where it came out, and I looked up and I just happened to see this plug. It is between the oil pan and the transmission pan. There's about 1 inch to 1.5 inch gap there, and this plug plugs in up there. So I'd take a screwdriver and sort of pry the little clip back, and then was able to pop it down. And I'm gonna try to do a little research and figure out what it is. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go put some electrical tape back on everything that I had to untape while I was searching for this. I'm gonna get it all buttoned back up nice and neat. And then I'm gonna go ahead and swap the pulley on the pump to the new pump and just get as much stuff done as I can. And then I'll go in tonight, because I can't do anything about this tonight. Nobody's open, it's Sunday night. But I'll go in tonight and I'm gonna do a little research and see if I can't figure out what this is called. I took photos of where it came from, you know, where the plug was, the other end of it. And I'm just gonna go by the dealership tomorrow. Hopefully I can find out what it's called. I'll have a little better chance of getting it, but if not, hopefully with the photos and with seeing the plug, a lot of these plugs are different shapes, maybe they can help me identify exactly what it is. So I'm thankful that I found it. If it wouldn't have been for that piece of tubing, I never would have found it where it's at. There's no way I would have found it, because it is, like I said, it's tucked up in a crevice about 2.5 inches up, and it's only about 1 inch, 1.5 inches wide. There's no way I would have found it. It was sheer luck. I'm thankful for that. But like I said, I'm just gonna do some cleanup work and some prep work so that hopefully tomorrow I can make this job a little quicker if I can get a hold of this. And if I have to order one, fine, I'll order one as long as I can get one. If not, I guess I'll go to a junkyard and see if I can pull one off of an old Grand Prix. Probably just about every 3800 motor has one of these. Anyway, I've talked too long. I'll let you go for now. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little more work, and then I'll touch base with you and close the video down shortly. Well, everybody, I'm calling it a night. I told you that I found where the plug goes. I'm gonna go in, get showered up, relax a little bit, and do a little Googling to see if I can figure out what that part is. If not, my son is in town, and he said he'd pick me up tomorrow sometime between 11 and 1. We'll do lunch together, and we'll swing by the Chevy dealership, or the GM dealership, and I'll show them the photos of where it came from, explain what I've got, and they ought to be able to get it for me. I may have to order it. If I do, I do. It's not a big deal. You know, I'll make it work for a couple days till it comes in. Usually that stuff is 24 to 48 hours from the dealership. And I've gone ahead and got everything else taken care of. I went ahead and moved the pulley to the new pump. I've got the old pump boxed up and ready to go back for my core charge. I've got the pulley puller back in its box, and I've got the receipt with it ready to go back. I bought a tool called a crow's foot. I didn't use it. I'm going to take that back. I've got everything cleaned up. The only thing left out are the tools that I need to finish the job, and it should be a pretty quick job once I get this plug. So thanks a lot for following along, man. What should have been a 2.5 hour job turned into an all-day job, and shot any opportunity of me being in the shop tonight. So, oh well, I got some video to edit for the pin I made yesterday. Once I do a little Googling for this, I'll do a little editing, and maybe I can get that up tonight, if not within the next day or so. Hey, take care. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.